Most people live in a world they think they cannot change. They follow the rules, stay within the lines, and accept the status quo. But Steve Jobs did not just live in the world, he bent it to his will. Today, we are opening the vault on the most influential biography of our time, Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson. We are not just talking about iPhones, we are decoding the reality distortion field, the psychological framework that allowed one man to disrupt 7 different industries. In this video, you will learn how to turn a vision into a global empire through radical simplicity and uncompromising excellence. If you want to move from being a dreamer to becoming a world builder, pay attention. This is the blueprint for the innovators. But to build a future that disrupts the world, we first have to understand the massive problem that almost destroyed Apple before it truly began. In the late 90s, Apple was dying. The problem was not a lack of money, it was a lack of focus. The company was producing dozens of mediocre products that no one cared about. When Jobs returned in 1997, he identified a systemic inefficiency. Apple was trying to please everyone and ending up pleasing no one. His solution was the power of the no. He famously slashed 70% of Apple's product line, forcing the company to focus on only 4 great products. Jobs realized that in a world of noise, the ultimate solution is not more features, it is more meaning. By marrying technology with the humanities, he solved the user's greatest problem, complexity. Once Jobs fixed the focus of the company, he applied a set of mental models that turned Apple into a trillion-dollar machine. Let's break down these strategic pillars. 1. The reality distortion field, the psychology of the impossible. Jobs had a unique ability to convince himself and his team that the impossible was merely a milestone. He didn't accept no for an answer when it came to engineering. The lesson, whether it is your product or your daily routine, eliminate the unnecessary. Complexity is a sign of a weak strategy. Simplicity is the mark of a master. 3. The A-player protocol, the talent filter. Jobs was notorious for his zero tolerance for average work. He believed that B players attract C players. To maintain excellence, you must build a special forces team. The lesson, never compromise on the quality of your circle. 1 A player is worth 50 average employees when it comes to vision and execution. 3. The A-player protocol, the talent filter. Jobs was notorious for his zero tolerance for average work. He believed that B players attract C players. To maintain excellence, you must build a special forces team. The lesson, never compromise on the quality of your circle. 1 A player is worth 50 average employees when it comes to vision and execution. 4. The intersection of art and tech, the branding blueprint. Most tech companies build tools. Jobs built identities. He positioned Apple at the intersection of liberal arts and technology. The lesson, don't just sell features, sell an experience. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it and how it makes them feel. These strategies sound bold, but the cold hard data proves that Jobs' obsession with perfection was the greatest business move in history. The numbers don't lie. When Jobs returned to Apple in 1997, the company was less than 90 days from bankruptcy. By the time of his passing in 2011, Apple's stock had grown by over 6,700%. Furthermore, under his leadership, Apple's profit margins were consistently double the industry average. Research into design-centric companies shows they outperformed the S&P 500 by over 200%. This proves that thinking different isn't just a slogan. It is a high-yield financial strategy. Systems outlast luck, and Jobs' system of radical focus changed the global economy forever. The evidence is clear. The question is, are you ready to apply these secrets to your own empire? Steve Jobs once said, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." Your life and your business are a reflection of the standards you set today. Stop settling for good and start striving for insanely great. If this strategic breakdown sharpened your perspective, hit the subscribe button and join our elite community of thinkers. The vault is open. The vision is yours. Now, go think different.